Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, we have a mouse in the house. I've just looked at Lily and said, don't go anywhere. It's like there's a mouse in here, I believe. It's under this cupboard here. So we could have a mouse running around by my feet during this video. Okay, very interesting visitors I've been having. Unexpected visitors. So let me tell you about this. We're going to use a psychic tarot today. We're going to do a free flow reading. Well, this mouse is free-flowing it around my house. So we've been picking up on the constable. Wow. I had an unexpected visitor yesterday. And how I looked at it was definitely different to how my children looked at it and perceived the situation. So I was sitting with Emily and we had decided that we were going to watch Rocky because she hasn't watched any of the Rockies. I'm like, that's criminal. Okay, that's criminal. You've got to watch Rocky. So we sit down and we're watching Rocky 1. Nice and dark in there. It's only about 6:30 at night. And it was nice and dark. Well, we didn't have the lights on. It wasn't that dark. Anyway, it's going to make sense in a minute. So we're sitting there and it's about 6:30. So it's about the time that Jamie would come home. And we're sitting on the sofa. And it just got to the point where he's just doing his training. It's like dun 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 dun. You know, the bit where it gets really good, gets me excited. Dun dun dun. And then I hear my front door handle go, and then a knock. So that's why I thought it was Jamie, because my front door handle went first. If someone tried the door, it was locked. So then they knock to be let in. So I was kind of like, oh, Jamie's coming through the front door. Normally he comes through the back. Leaves his bike out there around the back, ties it up and then comes in. So I get up to come, but the door was already open. And when I opened it up, there's a police officer standing there. He's like opened up my door without being invited. Anyway, I was just, so I opened up the door, I was like, hello. And he went, is everything okay in there? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just watching Rocky. And I said, why, what's wrong? But it was interesting how the police came like, okay, maybe he shouldn't, I just open up my door, okay? But I think he might have got the message of, you know, not to do that. You shouldn't really do that. But I didn't say anything because I'm looking at it, it's like, wow, why are the police here at my door? And why would they just kind of open up the door, poke their head in and kind of go, is everything all right in here? Well, he didn't poke his head in. I think he realised someone was in. So I was like, he was like, is everything all right in here? I'm like, yeah, I'm just watching Rocky. And I said, why? And he said, because we've had a report that somebody's broken into your shed. I'm like, I don't have a shed. And then I said to him, I said, was my door open? Did I leave my door open? He went, no, I opened it up because it looked dark in there. I said, yeah, we're watching Rocky. He said, I can hear, because he could hear the music going, dun, 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 dun. Anyway, it wasn't. It was a neighbour, like 2 doors down. It was their shed. I don't have a shed. Anyway, very bizarre. So I said to him, so the door wasn't open. I actually re-said that to him. I said, so the door wasn't open. Sometimes I leave it ajar on the chain. He went, no. And he went, I suggest that you lock your door. And I was like, why would I even think like that? I said, I feel completely safe around here. And I said, but thank you. Anyway, so a bit bizarre. He did advise that I locked my door. Am I all right in there? I'm absolutely fine. As I'm watching like a boxing movie that really came in with yesterday's reading. So I had a visit from my children, like, they can't do that, mum, they can't do that. And I'm like, listen, shush. Don't you look at it as like divine assistance, just like, why would a police officer just open up my door? And he kind of said, no, this door number. And I said, who's reported that? Anyway, and I thought, why didn't you go to them first? But yeah. He just said it looked a bit dark in there. I'm like, yeah, I'm watching Rocky. How bizarre. How bizarre. Anyway. Wonders never cease. So I felt like I had like, yeah. The policeman checking up on me, make sure I'm okay. It's like, yeah, I'm okay. But I will take note and I'll lock the door. I thought, I will lock the door. So I kind of looked at it as a total different, it was like, why was he sent to me? And that concern that, you know, no warrant or not asking permission. Just try the handle, buddy. Why don't you? Oh, okay. So, it made me chuckle. I don't have a shed. But thanks for popping by. Okay, we've got the Channel of Love cards here. Oh, dear. And now we have a mouse, I believe, in the house. Lily, is there a mouse in the house, sweetie? What is it that's underneath there? It's 11:22. Let's see what we can do with these tarot cards today. Okay, let's see who wants to come up. A change of direction, that's a destiny card. What I like about the change of direction card is when I originally wrote underneath, it's in pencil, I haven't rubbed it out. It says a change in direction, but I changed it to a change of direction. A change in direction, a change of direction. Same thing. A secret agent. Okay. And then on the radio this morning, because I was thinking about it, like this morning, I was thinking, what does that like mean? It was like, come on, let's do a reading and see why I've got the policeman keeping checks on me. And the song Every Breath You Take by the Police was on. It's made me laugh. Secret agent, a change of direction. Secret agent. Is everything okay in here? I'm like, yeah. Feminine compassion. Do we want one more? We're going to have one more. Live in the Tao. Okay, so that's the Hermit. I can actually see a sequence here of 9, 10, 11, which are the major arcanas, but we've kind of gone 10. P.S. 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 what? P.S. I love you. A change of direction. P.S. Feminine compassion. Live in the Tao. Card number 10. Destiny card. Page of Swords, who is the Surveyor, secret agent. P.S. Okay. 11:11. Feminine compassion. That's your Strength card. And then we have the Hermit. Live in the Tao. The Tao Te Ching. Psychic Tarot. The reason I use the Channel of Love cards is because they've got the character cards in them, where in this deck they've taken out all the character cards, the court cards. So all the pages, knights, kings and queens. Let's get a free flow story and see what's going on. I should really have a look at the underlying energy. That will help. Mrs. Encouragement. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Swords has shown up. Queen of Pentacles being the Divine Wife. That's what I want to call her today. She's the Divine Wife. I want to say the Divine Wife who doesn't carry knives. Who doesn't carry a knife. Okay. Officer, please, don't arrest me. I swear, I'm innocent. Well, we have Wisdom, the Hierophant now. So we have the Hierophant on the table. We've got the Four of Swords. This healing energy that's been showing up quite a lot. We have the 11:11 card, the Four of Wands. Oh, we have Temptation, the Devil. What are you doing here? What the devil are you doing here? You're coming in with the Secret Agent. We have the Heart Chakra. Memories of Love. We're carrying on. Power, that's that strength card, but it's card number 8 in this pack. The Crown Chakra. Solitude, oh come on. Got to work this out. It's like half of the crime's been solved. I actually said that to the police officer because I went out the back to have a look, and he was chatting to the person who obviously reported it, and I could see what they were talking about, and I said, oh. I was like, oh yeah, you can get to their house round there. He didn't, he just opened up the back door and went in. I thought, you're a bit of a cheeky chappy. You are. For me, it's like, what if I was having sex in there? That's all that went through my mind. It's like, what if I was like, you know, you can't just... Oh dear. Okay, let's have a look at this. Bottom of the deck, intuition. Feminine's intuition. So we have the High Priestess, and then we start with the Hierophant, which is the counterpart to the High Priestess, the High Priest. So we have wisdom here. I feel like I want to scratch my head. Like, okay, let's try and work this out. It's like I'm not to brush it off as if it has no meaning. Of course it has meaning. That's not usual behaviour, is it? Well, unless you all sit there expecting like a policeman to open up your front door. And inquiring, is everything okay in there? Yeah, we're all right, dude. We're all good. Thanks for checking in. Wisdom. Okay, I'm going to stick with this story of being like being watched over. Every breath you take, every step you make, I'll be watching you. And I do feel that this has something to do with the Divine Masculine. I'm not saying like he's ringing up the police, okay, and saying, can you go and check on blah, 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 and give this excuse. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is we sometimes don't understand why we do things the way that we do them. It's like there's an upper hand that's directing. Okay, very interesting. So we have wisdom, and what I can see is the red book, the dog. Now, this dog we saw yesterday in the Fool card. The Divine Masculine in the past position, he was going to take that leap of faith, but then the doggy was kind of, he was running away. And so some more checking going on here. The wisdom with the Hierophant. Checking in on a home. Resting and rejuvenating. So I'm actually feeling like this, you're going to have to stick with this crazy story. Okay, remember, wonders never cease. This is the masculine actually energetically. His arms are open to receiving. Okay, it's not that prayer position, but it's the kind of right idea, isn't it? Listen, whatever feels comfortable for you. But this is actually the Divine Masculine tapping in to his intuition. What's the knock-on effect? Someone might turn up at my door just to check in to see if I'm okay. It's like putting police presence around me. All night, all I could hear was a helicopter going around. Jamie said that he was a bit concerned about the amount of drones he was seeing in the area. They're making him a little bit paranoid. So it really is on how you view, how you perceive the situation, how you perceive it to be, and for what meaning. Okay. Not because, you know, well, I was going to say, not because the Divine Masculines broke the law. I was going to say that policeman broke the law. I'm sure he's not allowed to do that. Seriously. Anyway, I'm not going to go and like report him. Why would I? I've got like police protection, and he was such a nice young man. And then another one came up. He just stayed at the gate though. I just gave him a little nod, and off they went out into the rain. Where had they been before? I was like, oh, it's raining. And he said, that's fine. He says, we've just been standing by a stolen car for 2 hours. Oh, okay. And then come over to see me. Thank you. Diversions. So we have the intuition here, and I'm feeling the masculine. He's actually concerned. So he wants to have that should we say a bird's eye view, because we're picking up on the pigeon, doing his little spying act. Where's he focusing his attention? Well, it's the 4 to the 4. 44. And we've got another 4 here. It's under there. No, I done a reading the other day where there was gaps. And you could see the masculine kind of walking the ley lines. Cats do that. Cats, I've watched a little documentary where someone attached a camera and a tracker onto a cat, and they do the same route, near on at the same time, but sometimes they can come across other cats that also have kind of a similar route. Their routes will cross over, and I believe they're all meant to kind of do their own watch. It's like being on watch. But yeah, apparently cats have their own route that they do, their own territory that they guard, and sometimes that can overlap with other cats. That I'm not sure where Jasper goes, but he stays at home. Okay, he watches things at home. He normally only ventures like into the back garden. Yeah. So now we have the temptation here, and if you can see, you can see the masculine here looking, but pretending that he's not looking. It's like the key wasn't even locked. And then he told me to lock my door, which it triggered me straight away, because I don't like to, I never raise my children with like, make sure you lock the door when I'm gone, and make sure that, I don't want to put fear. I had that put into me. Fear's not a nice thing, to live in fear. And to feel that someone's going to break into your house and take, it's like, do it. Just really whatever. If you really want to, I normally say it's going to take someone courageous to actually come up and try the door handle, like that police officer. But seriously, I try not to have them thoughts into my mind, but I am wise enough to take a little nudge from the divine when they say, maybe you want to think about locking your door. I could have responded and said, maybe you shouldn't just go into people's houses unannounced. But no, I've learned how to not respond and not get triggered by it, but allow the message to come through. So as you can see, there's a key here. Now we have the heart chakra. What can I tell you about that? Only you, okay, can make all this world seem right. The heart chakra, I just feel like there's this just energetic explosion coming out from the heart. An injection. That's what I'm going to use because we've got 3 of the chakras on the table, 4, 5 and 7. The third eye is kind of missing now from that sequence. Tapping into this here. So we have this infusion of love that's being emitted. Remembering, it says memories of love. So I want to say there's a concern here. Remembering who you love. And there's a little candle, I feel, that's being offered. From the heart, I'm going to stick with this story. And that's kind of the exercise that we were practicing at the end of yesterday's reading. Praying. Okay. Or the hands open to receive. That's beautiful. So we have memories of love here, messages being sent, however they get to you. It's definitely from the Hermit, live in the Tao. We do have the Hermit again, but we have the feminine. Power. I've got the power. Yes, we know, Divine Masculine. Look how you can direct your energy. Okay, send assistance when needed, when you really tap in. So we have, sorry, I don't know if they're hiccups or burps, but every time I do it, it makes my ears go, like a washing machine. Okay. Something about your hair. It's nice. It's nice. Which side? Both. Eyes wide open here. Definitely a transmutation of energy, as in shape-shifting. Totally lost the word. As in being able to shape-shift. Now, there's a lot of talents out there, spiritual talents that we can take on. And just because you might not realise you can shapeshift, that doesn't mean that others are at that same conclusion. We do have shapeshifters out there who are very aware of what they're doing and how to control that energy. So just because I'm picking up on the cats, and you can have a look at your eye being wide open here. So you're wanting to see more. It's a bit like undercover. Okay, the crown chakra, an infusion of divine intelligence, awareness. That's coming in through the crown. You can see here through the divine masculine's crown. And we have the divine feminine, who's solo. Now she's got the book, the story. Okay, this feels like evidence she's actually bringing forward. It looks like you, divine masculine, are looking for evidence. You have a book also. There's a clean page here, but this is kind of like wanting to know what the feminine's doing, and she's showing you proof that everything's going to be all right. You're on this platform with your head bowed. You finished your prayer. What a reading to give me. Okay, you finished. I know you sent me guidance and support and protection. Awesome, thank you for that. Taken on board. Feel completely protected now, and I have a mouse in the house. I mean, what more could a girl ask for? Okay. Now, earlier on last week, I think towards the latter part of last week, I kind of said the divine masculine was like saying, you're welcome. So it's like, thank you. The divine feminine saying, thank you. Thank you. This is a check-in to see if foundations are firm. I'm being taken to the triangles here, and it took me to the root chakra. It also does look like that there has been a protection put around you, divine feminine. Look at this, it's like the crown. I don't know what piece that would be. A chess piece. If you had a chess piece on, you got like a bulletproof vest on, you're protected, divine feminine, completely. If you wanted any more confirmation, here it is. I've received mine. It's like, okay, I just settle into it. But I felt like this was a really nice, comfy blanket, velvet. Red velvet's coming in now. Sit back, have a bit of cake, cup of coffee, grab yourself a book, or get on with Rocky 2. Okay, the next instalment. No, seriously, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like these are... When I showed you my picture the other day, the next... It's doing okay, it's doing okay. When I showed you my picture the other day, my 5-year-old picture that I drew, and my daughter said it looks like a prison wall, what she actually said was it looked like barbed wire around here. That would make sense. Oh, I've gone all congested now. Let's just put that over there. Oh, and I've got the lion there as well, see? We can predict this stuff. Look. We can predict this stuff. Yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road if you are wise. That's what I wrote on it. Yellow brick road. Follow it if you are wise. And then we have a masculine here going bleh. And I feel like this crystal here is you, divine feminine. Look, protecting you. And he's like the rainbow, and it's sent the tractor in. Sent the tractor. Chugga, chugga, chugga. There's a star in there. And then we have, whoa, the lion hiding behind the tree. Only me? Hello?
He said, I'm so sorry to have scared you. I said, it's okay. And then he said, I suggest you lock your door. Okay. Is that the law now? I have to lock my door when I'm home? Whoa. Okay, let's carry on. Throat chakra. An infusion of communication coming in. I'm feeling like that is the third eye here. But within a triangle, upside down. It's definitely some kind of bird's eye view coming in the throat chakra. And then we have movement, choices and decisions. So I feel like this is all being relayed back to you, Divine Masculine. Hear the crows? And that's what I felt with this picture here. I felt it was a recycling. Okay. So it's kind of like whoosh, out, and then it's all being recycled into the air. These are all like rainbow fields. Here's the rainbow. I am crystal. Okay. I am crystal. I am crystal clear. This is encouragement. I believe the only thing that I've said that was encouraging is that everything's going to be all right. Everything is all right and everything is going to be all right. Especially with the feminine's intuition here, look. Got that key? Yes, on my neck. Thought you were told to put it in the door. Yeah, okay. It's there, the door's locked. Okay. I don't know where we're going with this. Right, let's have a look at some random cards, seeing as it's all a bit random. We've got a divorce in reverse. Oh, this is interesting. What's coming through is the Divine Masculine's actually checking in on your status, how you are, how things are. He's definitely wanting to protect you, but he's needing to know some stuff before, it feels like, before he goes through with a divorce. This is the energy of, I've heard this from people that are not prepared to leave their current partner unless they have someone to go to. And I've heard it within the twin flame dynamic, where a feminine was being messed around by her masculine. The feminine was already married, very unhappy. And she stated, well, I won't be leaving my husband unless I have him to go to. Okay. I do not know where that situation is anymore. I'm not kind of in contact anymore with that feminine to kind of know if anything's transpired. As far as I'm aware, no. She's still pretending to be happily married elsewhere. Anyway, so there's a divorce here in reverse. Now, when it comes to actually the Divine Feminine's energy, I can't say that I'm not too sure how it kind of comes in with the Divine Masculine's energy, because I don't know many Divine Masculines that have actually have left their current partner and just gone to being single. So I'm not sure most of them are still with their karmic partner, if they had one. But when it comes to the Divine Feminine, I know very much that a lot of them had to leave their past partners and take time of solitude. That doesn't mean that it's the same for both counterparts, guys. It's still unravelling this story. So I'm not sure whether the Divine Masculine leaves a partner and comes straight to the Divine Feminine, whether this time of solitude is necessary. I feel like they're going more through hell, where the Divine Feminine, they kind of, with or without you, I'm claiming my freedom. And that's a big role for the feminines to do that. It's like no one can really come into union whilst there's a third party on the scene. But this feels very much like the Divine Masculine actually checking in on the Divine Feminine's energy to see her status before he actually makes a move. So very much like the Divine Feminine couldn't actually bear the burden, not to say the shame or the guilt of being in love with another and residing with someone else. I feel like that was way too heavy on the Divine Feminine. So she rectified that, set herself free. Where with the Divine Masculine, it feels very much like it might be a different story for them. What the lesson is, so that then they can go on to teach. It may not be that they have to spend so much time in solitude. I believe that their awakening is much more accelerated than the Divine Feminine's a treat. Okay, with divorce being in reverse, this may have already occurred. So this masculine may have been spending a lot of time alone, envy. There's definitely this apprehension though of coming through to the Divine Feminine and dealing with whatever situation she's actually in. There's still this fear here. A change of direction, a change in direction, secret agent, feminine compassion, and living the Tao. So this could actually be the opposite of what I've just said, and this masculine has been residing alone. He may have been setting up house, because we have foundations and achievements. There's definitely this energy of needing to know, yeah, through the oracle, where the Divine Feminine is though. Listen, it's all secret, top secret. You will find out, Divine Feminine. Once the Divine Masculine's done his investigations. Greed and relocation. Are you checking to see whether this is a safe place to live? It was like, I don't feel at all afraid here. One bit. Yeah, we have some kids who piss around. They hasn't broken into a shed. They were in the carports, and apparently they wasn't doing anything. But with children kind of hanging around a lot, they've also put a flyer through the door, like saying a number we can call to report. The police presence is very evident at the moment in the area, but it's just to do with bored kids. They're not really, as far as I'm aware, breaking into people's houses. We have a daughter. What does my daughter think? It's like, they can't do that. Listen, chill out. Chill out. We're not complainers, okay? You look for the seed of equivalent benefit for that. We're being watched. That's pretty awesome. And the kids are going to get pissed off because the police presence is just too much. I mean, there's not really much crime. That's what I'm aware of, but I don't go looking for it, do I? In the area. So, like I said, the police spent 2 hours by a stolen car. Greed, relocation. You cannot take my soul. You can take all my possessions, but you cannot take me. Oh. Okay. Well, that bloody shed's broken into. Seriously. Is that enough to like enter into my home? It's like, what do you think there is? Loads of robbers in here. It's like, seriously, it's a shed. There's not even one. You didn't even go round the back to see if there was a bloody shed. Okay. Woo, they're on it, aren't they? I'm feeling like I'm needing to do more with these cards. And I'm not sure what. Oh, we're going for the Grand. Yeah, let's go for the Tarot Grand Lux. I want to say, I wonder how the check-in will come for you. I think I said the other day, it's like you'll get an alert. Let me know. Let us know in the comments. Or on the premiere, if you're watching with me. Wisdom. The sun. So definitely the Divine Masculine's energy. I really picked up the sun energy here coming through. That looks like serious work the Divine Masculine's doing here. He's got his in touch hat on. In touch hat on. I'm serious. Look. Resting, rejuvenating, focusing his attention. Rest and rejuvenate. Ooh, he's wanting to protect you, Divine Feminine. He's going above and beyond. Just above and beyond takes me to Brother Beyond. Then it takes me to the song. The harder I try, the further away from me you're slipping. I keep on trying to make you love me. You're not feeling loved, Divine Masculine? Wanting to go that extra mile. Who's the king of the castle? And who's the dirty rascals? You're dealing with the dirty rascals, are you? It's definitely a protection energy that's wanting to be put around the connection. We have the rainbow here. What's under that rainbow? The home. Under my rainbow, I am crystal. You like my drawing, don't you? Oh, wow. It can clarify itself with its own card. The Four of Wands with the Four of Wands. Foundation and achievements. Making sure that everything's okay at home. Prepared. There's two people here. Now there's a masculine here who's with a feminine and a little boy. Now the masculine's holding this feminine's hand. Now either that could be the Divine Feminine, but I'm feeling more of this daughter energy. If you're looking at relocating and you have children, obviously they're going to be involved in that in some way. Are you actually... I was going to say, are you talking to your daughter about this? It's scary for all of you, this new home. And it's like you're wanting to check in beforehand to see whether or not it's welcoming. Whether you're welcome, Divine Masculine. Especially if there's a divorce. That's like done and dusted in reverse. Unless, I feel it's done and dusted because you're wanting a treat now. You're not just wanting to treat yourself, you're wanting to make sure your children have a treat. You don't want to bring any more drama to them. So we have envy. Not wanting to look at this option, but you are looking at this option. The key to the door. Let's have a look at the Devil card, Temptation. It's like, lead us not into temptation, heart on desire. We're climbing higher and higher. I can see. Wow, you look really victorious, Divine Masculine. Six of Wands, look at you. You have the victory wreath behind you. You've just got to kind of, I don't know, is that a little barrier here? You can squeeze through there. So it's like just one little hurdle left. You're just the other side. The sun's behind you. You've got your wad. Have you got some money? Have you got some money? Have you got some money? A wad of money. I was going to say you've got your rod of passion. But Divine may have delivered you some money, Divine Masculine.
to give you some more options. If they've delivered you money, then they're looking at you as being wise, knowing how you're going to distribute that or spend that money. Oracle. Then we have the heart chakra, greed. You're feeling greedy. What, because you've got money? So you're looking for that safe space, heart chakra. Greed. So you're hungry for something. Your heart will fully open when you're hungry for something. There'll be no stopping you. Greed. You want it all. I'm looking at that feminine compassion with the power card here, because they are both the strength card, but in my deck it's number 11, 11, 11. And in the psychic tarot it's number 8, the infinity. We have the King of Swords. Okay, here's your third eye that's open. I said that that's number 6. Number 6 was missing. We went 4, 5, 7 when it comes to the chakras, but your third eye here is open. All your feathers are on end. You got yourself a birdie. I believe that's a falcon. Heart chakra. Messages coming back. There's a need to know here, Divine Masculine, from you. It's going to be about trusting your intuition now on the response that you get. So meditating, if you've been praying, you'll be in the state of meditation to see what the answer is. So you've been asking, and I believe you've been inquiring about the Divine Feminine situation. Then you have to go into meditation to hear back from Divine. So, relocation with memories of love. And that is card number 6. Queen of Wands. To the Queen of Wands. You look very magical, Divine Feminine. You do look like a dragon, to be honest with you. So the Divine Masculine may have been sending his dragon. I remember the times when I was sending my dragon to go and assist my Divine Masculine. So that would make sense with the dragons here, but it's the Queen of Wands. That's the Divine Feminine's energy, mystical, maybe a bit, has the devil in her. But she can balance that. But you do look a bit devilish, Divine Feminine. Relocating, and it's scary. It scares the Divine Masculine. He's very tempted. So let's have a look at this power card. You both have the power. It's coming in with a snap. Divine Masculine, you're coming. Well, yeah, you're charging. The white horse is putting in a lot of effort in comparison with the black horse here. I mean, they're both going, some aren't they? I used that word the other day about caning it, as in if you were in a car, like racing. And it does look like the white horse here, he's kind of like really trying to get some strength behind his momentum. Getting the momentum going, it's like out of dust. And the black horse here would denote the sun energy of the Divine Masculine, where, sorry, did I say the white horse would denote the Divine Masculine's energy, the black horse is the Divine Feminine's energy. Feels very much as if you're charging after the same thing. The momentum's building up for both counterparts, because we have the High Priestess here, which will denote that black horse. And then we had the Sun card come out straight away with the Hierophant, which denotes the white horse, the Divine Masculine's energy. The Sun and the Moon. The Yin and the Yang. You're both heading in the same direction and you're not even aware of it. Well, I believe the Masculine is aware of it now. His eyes have been opened wide. He's picking up momentum. The crown chakra is the downloads of intelligence, I believe I said. Oh, you're in love. Divine Masculine. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Huh. Huh? Okay. Page of Cups. In love. Anything more to say? No. Just in love. And that's the force that will get you moving. I spoke about the heart chakra. When you're greedy for love, okay, there's going to be nothing that's going to stop you in the end. The Hermit. The nine. With the 9. Need one more. 999 in this country. Okay. Turn it around. 666. Got the bloody devil now. Or we could just say it's love, love, love. Solitude. The Hermit. With living the Tao. Living the Tao is when someone's awoken and they're being quiet about it. Solitude, Divine Feminine, you're in solitude. Oh, this is lovely. It reminds me of the Divine Feminine's card, the 9 of Pentacles, but it's the 7 of Pentacles, okay? You're looking after your own. You're looking after your own home. Okay. Nice, because we've got autumn leaves here in her basket. So did you put all your eggs in one basket? It's like, no, I'm not that silly. I've got quite a few options. So that kind of energy. But there is one coin that she's holding close. I want to say close to her heart, kind of. It's over her breast, but okay. Recognition and reward. This is the Divine Masculine wanting to know if the Divine Feminine still, you know, she's still into him. I can hear the cat trying to get this mouse. Don't look down. I won't look down. Keep looking forward. Just look up. Okay. Don't look down. There's a mouse? Listen, it happens, doesn't it? I've got 3 cats. They deal with it. I don't have to intervene. It's just too stressful. I might just move my feet out the way, though. She's all right. She's on it, Lily. Recognition and reward. As long as it is a mouse and not a bird. Can we be doing with a bird flying around again? Not today. Not today. A little birdie told me. Okay, well. The moon. Recognition and reward. The moon, I've just picked up that with the intuition energy, and there's 2 dogs here howling. Well, no, actually, there's only 1 dog howling, and he's broken loose from his chain. He's been set free, or he's set himself free. Have a look. The white dog. Has this lobster here set him free. Only love can set you free. Yeah. Recognition and reward. He's free. He's free to do what he wants any old time. It looks like he might have a wad of money as well. And, okay. It's like it's time for the next chapter. A new story or the next chapter. It's definitely a new story that's coming in, so it's not the same old story that the Divine Masculine used to tell you, Divine Feminine. It's a new story coming in. Recognition and reward. He feels like he deserves a medal. Okay, it's like he's wanting to be knighted, reunited, ignited. He wants to be knighted for his bravery, his courage, and his power. Job well done. Came out yesterday. Job well done. Throat chakra, communicating now. There's an infusion that's hit the throat chakra. So, now you've had this bird's eye, this Mickey Mouse perspective now. It's like you have to come out and talk. But you're still observing. You do know this. You have your mask on still. But you're walking that tightrope. Okay. Now, if you're walking on a tightrope, you've already climbed up them ladders in the background there to a certain degree. There's not much more left to go, is there? can hear the pussycat, seriously. I want to kind of put my legs up. Can I put my legs up? Could put my legs up. Just... sounds like a bird. That's seriously not good if it sounds like a bird. Try to ignore it. Could open up the back door. That might actually allow it to go out. Could do that. Got 2 ladybugs now attached to a little nest. I took a photograph of them. Seriously, I'm trying to distract myself from what I believe is going on. I might just open up the front door. Will I be in trouble? Because, Lily, let me open up the front door. At least give the little dude an opportunity to go out. Okay. Where's she gone? Oh, she's in there. Is it in there? I don't know, she's in there now. But I could hear something flapping around down there. Let's hope it gets the wind and senses it and can go out. Let's give it a chance, the poor thing. Shit, I'm paranoid. Okay, it's all good. It's always all good. Okay, nothing's here to harm us. She's sitting out there now. Okay, that breeze is quite nice. Right, okay, let's, and you can see a bit of the trees out there. Lucy, can we get back to this? Speaking up, okay, we have, well, we can see that, I was picking up that you've actually climbed quite a way, so you've come quite far. You can see the top of them ladders here, though, so you're so nearly there. You're shining up your act, polishing up your act. You've got 2 pentacles, which is really nice. Normally the 2 of pentacles is the masculine who is unbalanced. You're okay, you're doing all right here. Just need to take that mask off. And that hat that makes you look a bit like a joker. You might be coming in, actually, divine masculine, in a upbeat, joking kind of way. Optimistic. But I feel like it's going to be upbeat. It's not going to be very depressive. It's going to be, I don't want to say as if like nothing's happened, but you do want a fresh slate. So you feel like you're walking on a tight rope here. Wow, look how you slid down. Look, why is it at that angle? I feel like it's a heavy weight that you're carrying now. For it to be at that angle, the actual rope. But you're definitely looking, keeping your eyes forward, looking on to what it is that's shining there for you. Spotlights, open up your eyes and see. Spotlight, shining down for you and me. Spotlight, this is your chance to shine. Okay. Bit of Madonna. Don't be afraid to shine. Okay. And then I think it goes on, don't be afraid to fall. I'll hear you when you call, and I will be right there by your side. Don't be afraid to shine. Just looking at Lily, like looking around the kitchen floor. Where is it? So we have a look at these movement choices and decisions now. What can we see in there? We can see some coins. Now it looks like, okay, you're carrying an orb and then some gold in your hands, and you've moved on from the coins. So you're not really looking at them. I actually feel as if you're looking at the green bud here. Wedding rings, you might have moved on. Yeah, you've moved on. You can see. I've never noticed this before. The shadow is pointing towards the green grass of home, and we have the sunshiny. It's not sunshiny, but it's blue skies and white fluffy clouds.
And you can see that's actually what you're focusing on now. So when we speak about money and marriage, done. You have the money. I believe you have the divorce. The divorce may have only just come through. Okay. So we can see what you're focusing on now. The green being the heart chakra. And the blue and white being the throat chakra. And we've kind of dealt with everything else. We have the crown chakra, which you can see is above all of them. We don't even know what was in the orange. Passion. That's what's in the orange there. Passion. You can't see that. You could just feel it. Let's get this wrapped up. I'm a bit chilly now with the door open. It's fresh. Okay. Eight of Coins in reverse. Whatever projects planning, you've got scaffolding up here. Whatever projects planning you were doing, you've stopped to make a decision. I believe your foundations are built enough now for you to make a decision, movement choices and decisions. You've been working on some stuff. It could have been the money side of things. That might have been worrying you. If you've been through a divorce or going through, I spoke about this yesterday, dealing with the maintenance of that, the after effect. Bottom of the deck, because I do want to get off, we have the Eight of Swords. It's the Divine Feminine having nothing to do with this. Not you, Divine Masculine, having nothing to do or interfering with whatever you're doing, because she's blindfolded, she has her hands tied together, she most definitely has light within them. And then we have the Two of Swords in front of her, even though it's the Eight. The Five of Swords, although I'm not being great with my math, am I? Let's let it go. She's just going, okay. Breathe, Lucy. I know, but I haven't actually spotted anything yet. I just know it's here. It's wispy. Let's do the math, Lucy. Okay. So we have 6 swords behind. That's about moving on. And I feel that's the Divine Masculine moving on. 2 swords in front is really, it's the number of the intuition card. And the Two of Swords does kind of state you need to go within and trust and follow your intuition, which is what the Divine Feminine's doing. So it's like you're both doing the same thing. You're more aware of it, Divine Masculine, than the Divine Feminine at this time, so it seems. Let's have a look at what the Oracle of the Fairies would like to say, because I'd like to get this reading wrapped up. Oh look, there's 2 keys on here. Moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthfully, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. Now I feel as if, again, the Divine Masculine is checking in on your life, Divine Feminine. Moderation. This card draws your attention to your diet and how the food you eat has a direct influence on your health. Perhaps you're consuming too much unhealthy food or are drinking to excess, or know someone who is. Well, I feel that if you're checking in with the Divine Feminine, well, depending on you, Divine Feminine, it's kind of like, this is what it is, in moderation. In consideration, but in moderation. So it's like he's checking in to see how you are. Because that orb there, look at the Divine Feminine giggling. Okay. So perhaps you're consuming too much unhealthy food. I do sometimes have a few too many treats, but it's good. It's good to have the treats. Or are drinking to excess, or know someone who is. When it comes to food and drink, moderation is the key. We're all capable of developing either healthy or unhealthy eating habits, and it's important to be honest with yourself about this. Okay, I'll cut down on the treats. How does the food you eat make you feel? Are you always trying out new food fads? Do you still feel empty after a meal? Eating excessively is a sign we're lacking in something. A lack of love or feeling of being unloved can create false hunger. Okay, so I felt that there was a hunger here for love though. Divine Masculine, are you worried about your habits? Just, do you still feel healthy after a meal? Do you still feel empty after a meal? Eating excessively is a sign we're lacking in something else. A lack of love or feeling of being unloved can create false hunger. If you feel you or someone you know has an eating disorder, then it's important to seek professional help so that a balanced relationship with food can be regained. Fairies can also consume human food, but by absorbing its energies rather than consuming it physically. I feel like you could be like dining with your Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, pay attention. When you eat your food, if it tastes a bit bland. Okay. So next time you're eating outside, perhaps enjoying a picnic, you may notice that your food tastes a little bland. This may be because the fairies are also enjoying your feast. The fairies encourage you to eat food that's fresh, pure, and ideally free of pesticides. Raw foods such as salads can give us extra energy due to the increased nutrients and vitamins they contain. It might also be worth exploring natural vitamin supplements, especially in wintertime. Interesting, because both my apples are dropped. I went out there before the video and one's been bitten into. So, and then the other one I picked up and it had like a little slug. A little snail without his shell. Okay, and I thought, I can't take you off. Do you want to have this apple? So I left the two big juicy apples out there for them. But I was actually speaking about the ladybirds. And the ladybirds, there's two of them now on the nest. I took another photograph for you. Where's my mobile phone gone? I took another photo to show you. Lots going on. There they are. There's two of them now taking care of the nest. The nest is still there, although it feels to me like it's changed a little bit. But how sweet. Look, setting up home together. I'm going to actually end on a sacred spirit reading card, and then I'm going to go. Okay, it's 12:20. It's quite nice having the door open. Oh, we've got Celestial Gatekeeper. Timing is critical. Look at this. The bird. I'm going to go and close my eyes. I'm not going to close my eyes. I had to close my door. I've got to lock it. Yeah, well, all right. No. It's 12:21 now. Lily's out the back, walking around the back. She's on watch. Jeez. Jasper's asleep on his chair. Okay. Clear your focus, and timing is critical. The eagle is considered a sacred animal in many cultures. Unafraid of confrontation, the resilience and unshakable confidence and courage that eagles demonstrate ensure their presence is felt. Thank you. Okay. Their commanding and majestic presence, soaring high above the land below, demands you respect when you reside or walk within it. Wow. Oh, it demands your respect. Yeah, that's what I feel. Like there's a complete protective barrier around me, surrounding me. Okay. So their commanding and majestic presence, Soaring high above the land below demands your respect when you reside or walk within it. Flying in between the realms of earth and spirit, these majestic animals are celestial gatekeepers, transporting spiritual communication between the heavenly gateways. I told you, come back and forth. Eagles have always been closely associated with God or a spiritual higher power. The Aztecs, Sumerians, Romans, Egyptians and Native Americans all viewed the eagle as a sacred bird that empowered the people below them. Many ancient and modern cultures adopt the eagle as their spiritual icon. The freedom and wisdom these majestic birds represent are inspiring. These predatory birds rely upon their vision and ability to read wind currents to survive in their natural habitats. The sacred relationship between the Mongols and the golden eagle signify the power and respect these beautiful eagles represent and are considered more valuable than human relationships as they depend upon them for their own survival in the Siberian wilderness. Right now, you require a clear focus of what is ahead of you. Your timing is critical. While you may have a sense of urgency, it is important not to rush. Think about the issue or circumstances carefully before you act. Ensure you have planned your forward process. All decision making needs to be carefully considered before you jump in prematurely. Make sure you have all the facts in front of you. Eagles are deeply connected to the celestial realm, as are you. Be aware of the eagle's subtle messages as they are encouraging you to raise and elevate your vibration to build a divine relationship, a celestial pathway with a higher source. Pay attention to dense or lower energy so you can learn how this interaction affects your personal energy. Ooh. The shadow aspect is dismissive, disrespectful and procrastinator. Okay, the sacred crystal, apophyllite. I don't know if that's how you say that. It's Apophyllite. Oh, come on with the names. Angel Assistance, Archangel Galgali. I'll spell it again. Galliel. Joy, elevating and consciousness. Let's read the affirmation. I resonate with divine order. My soul is activated to the highest vibration. I resonate with divine order. Wow. Guys, there's definitely some order that's going on out there that's protecting the divine feminine. So, oh, happy days. I'm going to leave it there, guys. 1 hour 7, 1 hour 8 minutes exactly. Okay. Have yourself a fantastic... Them ears going again. Have yourself a fantastic... Is it Tuesday today? Have yourself a fantastic day and I will catch up with you guys soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.